sweetheart. Keep it up, keep it up.
Get out of my face. And you are putting lipstick on a pig.
Nothing. I have more class in my little finger.
Telling yourself that.
Including your mama. Yeah, who doesn't speak to their mother? That's insane.
You know why I don't speak to my mother?
Why?
Because she's like you, a psychopath.
The moms have had enough of Abby and her nonsense, so they decided to stage a sit-in and not participate in the filming of this episode. Of course, this drives Abby absolutely mad because she cannot believe they would ever do something so crazy to her.
She is in New Orleans, all the way back home. How did this get screwed up?
Well, there was some really harsh conversation going on about why they felt we came in second.
Your daughter came in second place, probably the reason the team came in second place.
Gee, I wonder why. Abby often makes a great show of telling the moms to shut up, but now that they are all shut up and are not saying anything, she is clearly panicking and wondering what exactly is wrong.
Girls, go ahead into the studio and start warming up in there. I just got off the phone with Shelly. She said those other two mothers were telling my kid that she was the reason we lost the group.
Yeah, right. Like that would ever work. Abby tries to work with the team she does have, but it really is not going anywhere. One of the new moms, who was kicked off the team for Kelly, is also panicking, and things come to a head when Abby sees the moms in her parking lot that night.
Stupid contract that locks us in for a year. And in that year, you can't leave her studio, short of death.
You will not get past this front desk without these being signed.
Where's Kelly?
Kelly called me names. Kelly quit. Kelly boo-hooed, and her ate.
This is the hardest thing for me because my kids want to dance, and I don't know how long I can hold off.
You took Maddie and put her on the same level as the rest of them. We didn't. We worked our butts off with your kids.
That may be funny, but Abby isn't laughing. She immediately gets on the phone and says she has to replace all the kids. She then called the police to remove all the moms from her parking lot, and she gets on a call to see if she can replace all the kids.
The group and kid in the group wants us here.
You called me a whore. You made fun of my weight. You gave me the finger.
And you called my kids stupid.
They are. They make dumb choices.
Abby, I don't want to argue with you anymore. I want you to get over the that happened with us 30 years ago and treat my kids like you treat everybody else in this studio. That's what I want.
Well, I don't want your kids to be mediocre. I want them to be amazing. And if they're not willing to be amazing, then hit the door.
Wow, the drama! Abby is clearly not messing around, and her position is that the show absolutely has to go on. She gets the new girls in and starts a whole new team that she wants to compete with.
Not one of these kids deserves a solo, but I have no choice. So I'm gonna take my national champion and see how much she's regressed. My next solo will be Chloe. It's contemporary. You are the national title holder. And you want to keep it up, then you have to keep winning.
Surprise, surprise, Abby gives Chloe a solo, not as a reward, but as a punishment.
Those are clearly fighting words from Abby Lee, and there is no doubt in anyone's mind that she absolutely wants to crush the girls and their erring parents and show them that they are absolutely nothing without her. Here is what the moms think about that.
Sophia stepped in and saved the day. She's a star, and they all better get used to it. Be grateful that Sophia has come to Pittsburgh and joined our group. It's like going from mediocre to flying first class.
Miss Abby kept saying how much better Sophia was than all of us, and that gave me a purpose to work really hard to show Miss Abby one day I will be as good as Sophia.
And now it is on. The moms want to show Abby that she is nothing without them, and Abby wants to show the moms that everyone is replaceable. When the girls arrive, Abby thinks she has found her star. But there is one tiny itty-bitty problem.
Because I've been roofied before.
You're really mean? Yeah. I like mean.
My daughter looks defeated.
People that did the group dance are not good enough. Christy, if you want to sit there and pretend that she doesn't exist, that's stupid.
I guess things are not going so well with Abby. It is competition day, and Abby believes that her new team is going to win. Unfortunately for her, things don't quite go well for her because one mom of her new replacement girls entered her daughter's name for a solo at the competition without Abby's permission.
If she didn't sit on her butt all week, she might have been good.
Good job. Nice job. Good job, Sophia.
Good job. Here, come sit up here by me.
Yeah, Abby, what is it about you that attracts all the crazy ones? Guess we will never know. Over on another side of town, the expelled moms put on a show, and it actually turned out great.
Specifically gave me an Expressive Heart Award, and that was something really special, and it was a really good moment for me.
My job as a mom is to raise someone that I not only love, but I like. And I really like the person that Chloe is. To me, that's more important than any first place trophy ever.
We got first
Abby may be the final authority on dance moms, but sometimes she pushes her luck, and this time she got a slap on her face in return. That is right. In this explosive episode, one of the mothers decided to physically give Supreme Leader Abby a taste of her own nasty medicine, and it was glorious. And here is how it all began.
Every one of these kids, do you regret that, or?
No, actually, I really enjoyed working with that young lady.
On our kids' time, though. This is your ALDC. This is your name on your back, not hers.
Jill, are you teaching me how to run my business?
No, but she didn't fit in with this team, and more than that, she took time away from your kids.
Yep, that is right. Dictator Abby has about had enough of these pesky mothers and their minions, and she wants a brand new team that will not give her the headaches that these women give her. Of course, Maddie automatically gets on the new team, but the rest of the kids? Who cares about them anyway? Paige's mother thinks Abby is setting her up by giving her too many dance routines, but Abby thinks that is rubbish.
Like someone else should have had either the solo or the duet to be fair to the group, but
She'll be fine. I don't think Abby would give it to her if she didn't think she could do it.
Or just setting her up to fail.
I think Abby thinks that Paige isn't going to be able to handle 4 dances this week. I just want Paige to go out there and do these dances and prove to her, I can do this.
Yeah, sure, Abby. If by fun you mean screaming at kids while annoying their mothers until you squeeze the last drop of talent from them, then yes, the girls will have fun. Anyway, half of the girls are going to an audition, while others are going to a competition. Here is how things go at the audition.
You can't do a torture tag?
No, what I'm saying is before you took the other girls to demonstrate, you taught them the combo. You didn't have them learn it out there with the rest of the kids. They're there to demonstrate.
So what do you want me to do?
I want you to teach the kids before they go out there.
I think it's embarrassing that you want to send your kids out not knowing it.
I think it's embarrassing that they're wearing my clothes.
That sounds absolutely ludicrous. Sarcastically, Abby Lee Miller would never ever want her dancers to look stupid just to prove a point and shatter their spirits. She could never, ever, ever do something so awful. Kelly clearly has no idea what she is talking about. Of course, this entire fiasco leads to Chloe crying. Because why not?
It's ridiculous. We bring our kids to dance class for extracurricular activity and they're scared.
Back up, squad part. Arms in seconds.
We're here with you. Don't be scared. Don't cry. Don't be scared.
Anybody holding a title? I have dancers from all over the USA trying out here today.
Anyway, the audition is basically like Christmas to Abby. She has so many dancers to pick from, and she wants to build a team of what she calls Maddies. The audition goes so well that some of the parents even start to question why Abby has her original dancers with her. So Abby does the sensible thing. She gets Paige to get into a dance-off with one of the girls.
From somebody else. Based on the talent I saw, I have tons of stars out there to build a whole new team. Or maybe 2 of them. Did these moms realize that their kids might just be replaced? You want to run and hug me?
Oh my God, I lost my breath. I'm excited for the competition today. Usually my kids come and they just have a group dance.
Never change, Abby. Anyway, it is competition day, and as always, nerves are at an all-time high. The girls know that they can be kicked off the team, and that this could be their last stint at the Abby Lee Dance Company, so they want to do their best. Here is how Paige performs.
Paige is always a disappointment for me. Paige has been given the same corrections for 3 years, and still does not see the importance of correcting.
Up next, judges, we have entry number 164.
That looks like a fabulous performance, right? Right? Wrong. Abby Lee Miller has a different opinion, and it is really bad. It is so bad that you probably would not believe it if you did not hear it yourself. And she also had bad things to say about Brooke's solo, too.
You get so lonely without my love. You get
So just be together. You know what hurt Kendall and Nia last week? Timing, strength, hitting things. All right, I'm gonna go because there's some other kids from the audition that I wanna watch.
Wow, those are really harsh words. But Abby D. Menace has one more trick up her sleeves. She entered Maddie and Kalani for a duet at the competition where Paige is also supposed to have a duet. This meant she entered 2 duets by her dance company just to pit Paige and the other girl against her star pupil Maddie. Here is how Christy saw it.
Everybody knows I want to win. And the routines that already performed just aren't cutting it. I want to put my best foot forward, and that foot belongs to a girl named Kalani. Sorry, kids, that's show business.
But you guys are always secrets.
Because we don't trust you!
Hard lesson to learn when you're 12. Their mothers will Stabbed Abby right in the heart.
Abby does not care at all. She says she wants to win and knows that Paige's duet won't win. So she put her best foot forward by getting Maddie and Kalani to perform in the same show. But if she knew that, why allow Paige even have a duet in the first place? Classic evil Abby. Of course, this causes a huge fight between the mothers backstage.
Hey, how did we get this way? We started out the same before we split, just like a wishbone.
Gosh, and this was all Abby's fault. But does this evil stepteacher care? No, not really. It is just showbiz, and as long as she gets her win for Abby Lee Dance Company, everything is right as rain in the world. Anyway, Abby comes in the room and starts yapping about replacing one of the girls. And Kelly, Brooke, and Paige's mom just says she is no longer interested in the Abby Lee Dance Company. And that is when this happened.
It's just a dance. It's 2 minutes worth of my life, and it's over with now, and it's not like it's the end of the world.
She wanted us to sell t-shirts with her name on it.
Wow. So I think Kalani might be our right fit.
The whole package.
Right. So Kalani has the package. And I just said to Kalani in the other room, I said, well, you might have to just do a solo.
Abby told one of the mothers that she does not care enough about her own kid and that she is a horrible mother. And that insane episode starts with Abby being extremely unreasonable as usual.
Nia, where's your mother? Not gonna happen. Yes, she needs to leave work, leave the job, forget it, and be here with you. That's what's important. Yes? You want this. I know you want it. I know you love it. She has to love it for you. When all the moms are there and one isn't, I think Nia feels badly.
Well, I kind of think that Abby just wants to have Holly around so that she can play more mean politics. Anyway, she has an open casting call because Abby is looking for a new girl, and everyone is irreplaceable.
Everyone's replaceable. We know, we've heard. So are you.
First, Mackenzie, can't sit on the couch and eat chips. You're not 6 and under, you're 7 and over. And I expected the same thing from you as Maddie did when she was 7.
We will see about that. At this week's competition, the Abby Lee Dance Company will be going up against Kathy. And Kathy really wants to win. She hates Abby so much, and she thinks she had scores to sell.
We've got a lot of projects that we've been working on, and we're actually going to start our competition season a little bit earlier this year. Go! Oh my God, you're hiking her up like she's a sack of potatoes. There's a couple big competitions coming up. We have a couple scores that we have to settle. And when the dance moms from Abby Lee Dance Center see us, as well as Abby, they are going to be blown away.
That is fighting talk there from Kathy. Let us see if that pans out as well as she thinks it would. Holly eventually shows up at the dance center, and Abby has a lot of crazy things to say about her.
I feel right now that I care more about Nia's success than you do.
No, well,
Your husband was here. He walked right in the door. Why didn't he stay?
Abby, if you...
My dad even took me to the mother-daughter talk about getting your period. My dad took me because my mother was at work.
Oh my God, she's talking about a period? What the hell does that have to do with anything?
But what has her doctorate got to do with literally anything? Seriously? Why is Abby being so mean about this? What is wrong with her? But her shouting does not solve anything, as Holly still has to miss the competition because she has work. Meanwhile, Abby has picked a new dancer to join the team.
Congratulations! Congratulations!
What do you think, Nat? I was so excited for Kendall. All of her hard work had paid off. And I know what she's gonna do with this team, and I know that they're gonna love her.
This is a legacy that you're joining. She is now one of Abby's kids.
We will see how that goes. Meanwhile, the mothers really don't trust the new addition to the cast, Jill. And here is what Abby thinks of her, too.
Problem in our group. I'm kind of thinking the same way, but I'm trying not to judge her. I'm trying to give her a chance.
And I certainly don't trust people who are like overly nice, overly accommodating, sweet, nice. Like,
If she's ever gonna get, and so is that mother. I am going to put Kendall in the competition.
And of course, Abby makes another girl cry because why not? Brooke, the girl in question, just stepped out for a football game, and Abby made a total and complete fuss about it. The drama was just too much.
The night before we leave, and Brooke just starts to cry. She looks like a 6-year-old. Whether it takes 2 hours or 4 hours, I don't care. If you're part of this team, you're staying until the routine is clean.
I can't for the life of me think of why my kids come to this studio.
Always screaming, always yelling, and always getting on someone's nerves. Never, ever, ever change Abby. Anyway, Holly tries to tell Abby why she would not be able to make the competition, and Abby takes it very badly.
That I'm not coming. I'm trusting Mia with you. I know. Okay, so, but I know she's gonna do well. She wants to do it for the team, so.
Abby refused to get out of the car to talk to me. I had to talk to her through a window. She would not give me the courtesy of having a civilized conversation.
Yeah, that is what happens when you have a real-life job, Abby. We get to the competition, and the girls are excited to perform. Holly's daughter even got 4th place, despite Abby screaming the entire building down about Holly being absent.
I got 4th place in my category and really happy for that. Things ended up okay without Mom. I really hope I win first. I don't want to let my fans down. Each category, I got 1st overall, and I was really excited and happy because it's the first solo of the new dance season.
Abby might have survived getting beat up by Kelly, but just 2 episodes later, she was threatened again, and this time, it was by Christy. Abby then belittled Holly's new book and called it a pamphlet only fit for a gynecologist's office. And here is how that dramatic episode started.
Her confidence went down the tube. And next, we have Kendall. Kendall, you were good. I didn't have a problem with you at all. Until your mother started to go on and on and on about this special part. And you were supposed to have the apple in your hand and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, get in there, Abby. Make someone else's book about yourself, because why not? Why shouldn't you do that? Anyway, Abby then uses her knowledge of Holly's book to begin her pyramid.
Next, we have Maddie. Maddie, no way you're ever gonna be on the top of the pyramid if you're not here for all the rehearsals. And you know that. You were in LA, you were working, it was a dance job. The team comes first.
Abby then puts Kendall at the bottom of the pyramid. Why? Because her mom was annoying. That was literally the only reason. Anyway, it is the book launch, and Abby is not scared to belittle Holly and make it all about herself, because why not?
Solo is called Battle. It's a beautiful lyrical routine about a girl and her points. Now, Jill always wants Kendall doing something like this because she wants to be like Maddie, of course. Jill, here's your opportunity. Now shut your trap.
What do you think of the solo?
I think it's difficult to dance holding shoes.
Hold on to your left hand and use your right hand.
I don't know how she thinks those point shoes are gonna stay.
Yeah, at least Holly has got her book. What does Abby have? Just the professional future of a half a dozen kids, and she is basically ruining their self-esteem to mold that future. That has to count for something, right? And then Abby makes Kendall cry.
Then I'm getting kicked off. I don't want to.
Well, I don't think you're gonna get kicked off.
Done. 29 minutes. Done.
We knew that was gonna happen. That was too predictable, Abby.
Did it right. Changed the whole ending. Said it once. Go get a drink so you can do it from the top. Yes, Jill. Maddie is predictable. I can predict she's gonna go on stage and execute it flawlessly, and I can predict that she's gonna be in the top 5.
But does Abby care? No, she does not. So she screams a bit more at Kendall, and then when Maddie does the number flawlessly, she rubs it in Kendall and her mother's face. Because why not? If you can make the life of your pupils a little bit harder, why wouldn't you? Anyway, it is competition day, and here is what goes down. Of course it was sloppy, Abby. She never has anything good to say. Anyway, the results are announced and the group number wins, but Kendall comes 9th, which is a terrible score which basically vindicates Abby. In the end, Abby also throws shade at Chloe for not winning her competition, and this is what happens when Christy confronts Abby.
Good job, 9! Kaloni, come here. I love you, babe. But you were supposed to win that improv dance-off. Chloe, you did a lot better in the improv than I would have thought. You just can't repeat. They saw you turn. They saw you nail the turns. You don't want to do them again and do them not as good as you did them the first time. Do you understand? Christy, get rid of the attitude.